Hey John, I think it's okay. It's pretty fucking cold. Can I just do an audio check to begin with? Can you guys hear me okay? Is there too much echo? Is there too much shit going on? Yeah, just let me know. Hey, Akagata. Nice and clear? Thanks, guys. Hey, Farm Train. I'm not really sure how this is going to go, to be honest. I've got far too many cords, umbilical cords, attached to the computer right now. I've got an extension cord, an Ethernet cord, one external camera on a tripod, plus my microphone. I brought along a wireless headphone, and it doesn't work. I think it's on the same frequency that the Wi-Fi router's on, so it picks up all. It's one of those 2.4 gigahertz things, and it's the same frequency the router's on, so it picks up all this background audio noise. So awesome at trying. We'll have to see how we go with lag and stuff like that. I'm only going to be streaming this in 720, so it may not be as crisp as what you want, but I'll go live here in a second and have a chat with you so you can see me on camera and go from there. But I'll see if I can show you the setup. There's just there's shit everywhere, so I need to try and figure out a better way of doing it, but I don't think there is for the amount of hardware we've got here. The only thing I could do without is this umbilical cord for the music, for the microphone. I don't have any other way of having a microphone right now. It's just all broken. So I don't know of any good wireless microphones that I could use. So how do I turn? I'm gonna have to turn this auto screen off thing as well. Hey, what's going on, Steve-O? IRL might work? I don't think so. I looked at IRL and I can read the thing there. It's share your thoughts, opinions, and daily life. I don't want to go there. I think it's going to be too shit. I'd rather be here in creative, to be honest. I sent creative. I don't care about the views, honestly. You guys are here. That's all I care about. Yeah, on this, I sent them. I sent them an email. Hopefully my mic's not clipping. It looks a bit high there. Yeah, I sent Creative an email saying, hey, I'm just about to do a test stream fixing an aeroplane. Can you give me a technical thing? So we'll see what they say. Yeah, I checked it before I left home trying, and it was fine. I did some recording checks and everything, but now I'm set up out here with the wireless router here. It's yeah, so the wireless router that I got is a yeah. 30 minutes in the B200 FTD. That's awesome, Steve. That's fucking awesome, man. What's going on, Cabby Lee? I think we just give it a fucking run. Grouch08. What's going on, man? So I wasn't going to do any work today, but fuck it, let's just put this live, hey? Let's see what the video feed looks like and see if it looks okay. What up? Hopefully you guys can see me. I can see chat on this screen. Maybe I could just like make this full screen or something. I don't know, but that's okay. I can't really read it anyway. Hello, I've got two cameras running. I'll look at this camera. There's going to be multiple cameras to look at here, but I'm just running two cameras at the moment. My plan was for 3 cameras, but we're not quite there. It's fucking cold, yeah. So It's currently 5 degrees in the hangar. I even brought this along for lolsies. You can see the little sad face in the top there. But actually, if we go to Fahrenheit, it's 40 in here at the moment. So it's not that cold. It's not like freezing level or anything, but it's pretty fucked. Not listening, too busy staring at plate. Yep, so this guy here is what we're going to be working on. So I'll go ahead and just move the little camera thingy around here. There you go. So this is the little guy we're going to be working on here in the background. You can see it if I go the right way. You can see it over my shoulder here. This little guy here. So what the plan is going to be, I wasn't going to do any work today. You can see this is a fucking umbilical cord I've got to have attached to me to the computer at all times. So what the plan is going to be, that livery is hot. Yeah, it's the only livery you'll see like it in the world. It's designed here. It's fucking like Canada outside. I kind of want to take, I'll take the big camera and I'll show you what it looks like outside. It's fucked. Really Canada. Now, what's going on, Wireline? So, like I'm saying, I wasn't going to do any work today, but I kind of got the itch to do it. Well, you know what? It's 2 o'clock and I've got to get back to Rob by 4:30. So we've got a bit of time. We're only going to probably do an hour on the thing. We're probably only going to do maybe an hour's worth of work, maybe a little bit more. I had to... there's a few other things I need for follows and stuff here. Let me go ahead and do this. What am I looking for? Oh, Streamlabs. Yeah, so she's a little bit on the cold side in here, and I'll move the camera in a second, the big one. I'll show you what it fucking looks like outside. It's kind of, it's stupid. It's really fucking stupid. It was really snowing well on the way out, but whatever, it's okay. What else did I get? Am I an AMP? Yes. Are we hearing audio? You should be. Rush to enable, grab a shit ton. Yeah, I mean, there's shitty aeroplanes in here. I mean, well, there's some shitty aeroplanes. If I go ahead and, if you look in the back there, we'll go ahead and lift the camera. What's that in the corner? If you guessed a Cub, you'd be correct. That might be where I got all my ideas from. That aeroplane there is just a pile of shit. It's called a Challenger, and everything about that plane is broken. It's dynamically unstable and statically unstable in all axes. The tail of this fucking plane, the tail of this plane here is constantly trying to overtake the nose. It's like trying to reverse a trailer, except you're in the air. It's just a pile of poo. But the other plane there, there's a cheeky little Cub in the corner there that we'll have a look at it. But overpriced. It's like it's made out of fabric. It sounds like a drum. I mean, people like them, but it like cruises at 60 mile an hour, maybe even not that, like 55 with floats on it. It's a toy of an aeroplane, but it does everything. That sounds like the next ASEG. No, it's a pile of crap. Anyway, I'm going to take this camera. I'll show you what it looks like outside. And I'll take my umbilical cord with me here, and we'll go have a little bit of a walk. I'm not going to be able to see chat, but you're going to see why. I was planning on dragging the aircraft out today, but I decided against it. That's oh yeah, she's pretty Canada out here. So just excuse the bouncy camera while I walk and drag the thing. But I don't know how the camera's going to go looking outside. But oh yeah, we run out of room. So ooh, that might help. Sorry guys, world's worst streamer. There we go. So that's what it looks like poking my head out the door. Yes, that is an Ethernet cord going to the back of the car. That's where I've got the wireless hub at the moment, out in the car, because the wireless hub is. It was actually snowing like fuck when I got here, but it's not too bad. White shit and stuff. So hence the gloves and beanie. But yeah, so I was going to drag the airplane out, but no. Anyway, so Ethernet cord, it's a pretty hardcore setup. Ethernet cord out to the car. That's where the wireless hub is, sitting on the back sort of hatch shelf there, the parcel shelf of the car. And it gave me an extra 5 megabytes 1.5 megabytes a second download, so I was kind of happy with that. Anyway, we'll move the camera back inside here. Excuse the wobbly nature of it. Yeah, so I didn't see chat at all there, obviously. Let me show you my little setup here. So this is my little setup. Laptop, iPad with chat in it, so the laptop's here so I can control the cameras. There's a bucket holding a webcam, as you do, and there's a little fucking airplane, little guy. So this is what we're going to be doing a lot of work on. I am going to do some work today. I'm probably going to take the tail cover off, just so I can talk about some stuff over there. So I'll take that off, or maybe I'll take the wheel pants off, because we are going to do engine runs on it. So I don't know, maybe we'll take the wheel pants off. I don't know. That'll be a little bit more comfortable for me and a good start run over at the tail. So I think I'll go start over at the tail. And if you look at the camera, this is what I'm walking around with. It's like a $20 really super duper cheap what do you call it, camera stand, whatever, tripod, whatever the fuck it is. So it's just holding just a regular webcam on the thing. So I'm just going to close the door so it doesn't get any colder in here, because it already is fucking cold. But there you go, that's what we're going to be spending the next 3 days on, at least the next 3 days. We'll be here Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Tripod, that's the word. There we go.
A little help with your goal.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Who was it? John. Thank you, my friend. 0L's Bottle the Throttle. Indeed, yes. You can see the little goal up there. That is the. That is going to be the mission. The actual mission is, yeah, to get myself back to Australia. There's an air show on that I wanna go through, and was that a double? That was John and Doodlezakin, I want to say. That was John and Doodlezakin. It was a double up. Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate it. Doodlezakin, John, a little help. So this is the idea, is I'm working on this. I'm going to make a little bit of money off this. I'll probably charge him maybe $250, I don't know, maybe $500 to do all the work we're going to do. He's a friend, so that's going to be what's going to give me food and stuff to get to Australia. Everything else is I have to go back for a friend's wedding, so let me be clear on that. I have to go back for a friend's wedding, but while I'm there, I'm going to try and do this, what you're seeing right now with cameras and shit, at the Australian Air Show down in Melbourne. So that's going to be the plan. That's why we have a goal there. And the air show, I'm going to go in under a trade day, which means it's not going to be general public. It's not going to be anything like that. So we're going to have complete access to all of the aircraft, Gulf streams, everything. So that's going to be the plan, is do a live stream from the air show for 4 days, which should be really fucking cool. So, with pontoons, that's just got pants on. Hey, VFX Wolf, how to use the flight models on the ASG website. Always be charging. Well, he's a friend. I really want to help him out. Looks cold up there. 63. 63? That's not... It's... So the temperature outside is in the negative, but in the hangar here, it's 40. I can't see it right now, but it's 60 where you are. Well, it's 40 indoors here. Outside, it's below freezing, so that's... I hope so. I don't mind. I don't mind. Anyway. ICAO code. It's called Smith Falls or Russ Montague Airfield. It's C... I can't remember. I think it's CYRB or something like that. Russ Beach. 1 degrees here. Yeah, it's minus outside, but whatever. Clear and crisp. Awesome. What's going on, Shmoo? Friends charge friends for work. Work is work. Yeah, I know. But anyway, so the thing is when I'm going to be working on this thing here is because I'm going to be interacting a little bit with you guys. Going to be interacting with you guys. It means that the work is going to be a little bit slower, and you know, he's given me access to the thing. So anyway, I really would like to do some work. I know it's I don't just like sitting in front of a camera and talking shit. So. I don't know what the fuck it is. That just came in. What air show? It's the Avalon Air Show, Broken Table. Avalon Air Show down in Melbourne. It's from February 26th or 27th through to March 3rd. So, yeah, I want to do some work. It sounds weird, but so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have transitions between when I'm moving cameras, so you're not seeing jerky shit moving around. Yeah, that'll be it. CYSH. That'll be it, Nando. Hey, Max, what's going on, man? So, yeah, why don't we do some work? We'll talk, and hopefully I'll be able to sync chat every now and then. Yeah, we'll make it work. Why I'm moving things, you're not going to hear me on the mic because I'm just going to disconnect the umbilical cord. RB, yeah, Russ Beach, RUSSBEECH or something like that, or Smith Falls Montague Airport. I think it is Smith Falls Montague Airport. It's not a super cub, it's just a regular cub. When I go over to the tail, I'll put the camera there. So anyway, let's do some work. I want to pull the tail cover off here, because I want to be able to show you... I was talking about service bulletins and stuff like that in the stream last night. So I want to go ahead, show you what service bulletin I'm actually looking at there in the tail. I might even grab out Butthole Cam and jam it in there so you can have a little look and see what the thing is. Yeah, I will, Nando, I will. I'm not going to do it today because it's Canada outside, but when it starts thawing out a little, I'll make sure I get some good pictures. But yeah, all right. Let's move the shit around, and you can see me doing some. I'm not going to do that much work. I'm just going to hold a drill, and make some fucking noise and stuff like that. All right, I'll be back. Let's do it. We'll even get fancy. I think we'll try this. I think I can do this. Changing cameras around and shit. I was going to put and shit there, but it wasn't that professional, so we're all about professionalism here. Butthole cam? I know. Alright, let's get this started, and we'll see how this goes. So give me feedback on how it works, and we'll go from there. So I mean, sorry, I probably just blew everyone's eardrums out that has a headset on. I mean, I don't think it's going to be the easiest thing on earth to do here, because when I am transitioning between things, I'm going to have to go and get tools and all sorts of things like that. You can see the cub in the background there, right? Of course you can. Let me just zoom in on this so I can actually read chat. Yeah, it's called a Challenger. I don't know what they're fucking called. They're just piles of shit. I'm not interested. They're toys. They're just toys. Yep, so what I'm going to be doing here is nothing too exciting. We're just going to... what I'm really trying to do is just test how the cameras are working, if they're working okay, if the camera angles should be different, or blah, 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 blah. We're going to start here on this fillet panel, only because when we go do engine runs on it, it's not really a problem if this isn't here. And this is the good test run for the time being, so it's just going to be using a screwdriver and that's it. So if the cameras need to be moved around, let me know. Like, I have a feeling this camera here over my shoulder here probably could be at the other end over on the tail here, but I don't know. I'll just keep reading chat and you guys just let me know, but I'm probably going to keep the music on just for my sanity, and yeah, I mean, yeah, like, they're cheap. They are really, really cheap, but just... they're an interesting plane, but I'm just not interested in them. They just got toy engines, toy airplane, it's blah, 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 blah. Alright fam, what's going on? How's your day going? Yeah, so what I'm going to do here is just start cracking some of these screws. I am eventually going to go to powered removal. It's like seeing a dentist, but for a plane. Yeah, so I'm eventually going to go to that, but for the time being, I actually just want to crack all of the screws, and then we'll come over with the Watsamajigger. By the Watsamajigger, I'm obviously talking about the powered thing. And the reason why we crack them first is it just stops eating out the screws. Like, they're not that expensive. I mean, they're a couple of cents each, but when you have a nice aeroplane like this, I mean, the livery here is obviously quite nice. We really want to look after the thing, and if you're having to replace screws every time you look at an aeroplane, you're probably doing it wrong. I'm going to have to fucking lie on the floor here as well and get under the tail. Not one of my favorite things, but that's okay. I think we went through all of these. Yeah. The fillet on the back here, this is just, if you can see this here, you'll see it when we pull it off. All it is just an aerodynamic fairing. It's not structural, it's not anything. Yeah, there's one screw on the underside there. It's not structural, or it's not anything like that. It's just a... just try not to run over all my cords. It's just... ugh. How amazingly... yeah, actually, you know what? I'll pull this one out myself. You know what I'm missing? I should be a better engineer than this. I'll be back. Sorry guys. Yeah, I should be a better engineer. What I was saying is, I'm starting to get screws and stuff now. It's always good to have a little boxy box like this and just keep everything collected in it. And the blanket here is obviously to keep the airplane warm. I'm obviously kidding here, but because I'm going to have cords and shit scraping around, so I don't want to scratch this paint job. So we'll go ahead and just cover this lovely paint job here. Just so if I am putting things down on the wing, I'm not just going to scrape the shit out of it. And of course we label everything. If something's coming off, grab some tape. Some tapey tape here. And label the fucking thing. Let the world know what you have taken off the aircraft. Some of these will remind me tonight to get some more Sharpies. So, alright, let's get down here and do it. So, yeah, sorry guys, I don't really know how to manage chat here. Like, I'm going to see it every now and then if I look over. Where's the sky cam? The box! I knew it. This lube. Well, you guys are disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Yeah, instead of using the powered thing, it's going to take me a little bit longer, but we'll take this all out by hand. Of course, this is made exponentially more difficult by having fucking gloves on, but not really a fan of having my fingers freeze off, so... It's going to take a million years no matter what way I do it, so... So, because... Oh my god. Alright, we're all good now. So this should hopefully make things a little bit quicker for us. We'll get this off, have a little look in there, and that's probably all we're really going to have time for this stream. If I do have an extra 30 minutes, I will go ahead and pull the wheel pants off the thing. But yeah. So I started working on this plane back when it didn't have all this fancy pants, fancy red paint on it. So I saw it when it was fresh out of the shed, because it's obviously not a factory aircraft, it's a home-built aircraft. The owner started working on it, got really super duper busy with work, and then had to, oh, that's a sound you don't want to hear. Got really super duper busy with work, and ended up contracting someone else to, that's a sound you don't want. Remember that time I said that you don't want to eat out all the screws? I don't know if you guys can hear that, but you hear that like clonk 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 because the bit, it's just the bit jumping in and out of the Phillips screw head, and it's not good for the thing. Well, it's just fucking screws, so who really cares? But oh no, wash it down. That's one item really lost. Well, not really lost, I can see it. Yeah, so the thing I'm going to need you guys' guidance on first to begin with here is what the cameras are like, whether you want the cameras moved around or all sorts of things like that. Silent Dark, yeah it is. Yeah, I did the tire video in the back corner. In the back corner it was off this aircraft as well, of course. But yeah, same place. I'm going to move over to the other side because this fairing is kind of like a double fairing here. So I'm only going to move... yeah, I should just be able to slap this over the top here and make everyone seasick. That should be okay. Yeah, look at that, that's alright. Hopefully I got enough length here on my headset. Oh yeah, easy, I'm just going to have to It is a fancy pants chair. I'm a pretty lazy engineer. I like rolly chairs. I rolly chair everywhere. Any chance I get, a freaking rolly chair. It's just amazing. The one thing you'll hear from all the old guys is their knees are fucked because they'll, especially on little planes like this, you're always on your knees or on your back or trying to fit under something, and you'll just, you can even see now my posture's fucked. I'm kind of like bent over a little bit here rather than actually standing up straight. So any chance I get to use a rolly chair, usually I do. I'm just not using it here. Diligent Gravy, what's going on, my friend? How's your day going? You're seeing me actually do some real work for a change. I'll come back to that one. A little on the stiff side on the way in. So back when I was an apprentice, I think it took me like 6 months until I graduated to using a drill, because the old school way of pulling out screws was you had an old like a big windy thing, kind of like this, and that big old windy thing. All the old engineers made you want to use it because that's what they had to do. Well, you haven't lived until you've taken 500 screws out of a panel on a 737. You're like, fuck, I don't care, man. Just shut up, whatever. We have electricity now. Like, we have the technology. Can we just use it? No, you gotta pay your dues and learn the way. Oh, shut the fuck up. But there is some truth in taking time to graduate over to these, to start using the power tools, because all too easily you can just go and just completely fuck a nice paint job like this. So if someone had never seen an aeroplane before, and even if they'd been using drills before, I mean, you can fuck up with a drill on wood, but you can't fuck up with a drill on an aeroplane. There is some precision to it, I guess. So I think the first little bit of this stream, especially for these next few days, is well, actually this weekend we're going to be doing a lot on the engine. So as soon as I get a chance, I was going to do an engine run on the aircraft today, but wasn't able to. Well, I don't have the time now. But it would have been okay. I don't have time to now. But I kind of wanted to do a test stream of that, of take the laptop, maybe a camera, and set it up inside the aircraft. And then we can take you for a live stream as we taxi around. Ruined, what's happening? No, yeah, you know, you 3-point this thing. You 3-point it. It's actually everything about the plane. It's how do you say, deceptively strong. You'll see when we actually get into the thing. Got all these panels off. It's why I like these planes is because they don't go through a certification process. They maybe don't have all of the super duper latest modern technique of seeing what they're like. They're over-engineered. So no, this is a 3-pointerable aircraft. In fact, it'll land in like 300 feet if you bring it in on the tail wheel. So it's not a bad machine. And there we go. We've just derobed our first part. It's a little bit of hype, I guess. Yeah, so this is where we're actually going to be inspecting for these cracks in this area here. I'll bring the camera over in a second, but you'll see what I mean. If you compare the tail of this aircraft, to say a 172, the strength of the components is really quite strong. Where the tail, this is the main spar for the tail. This guy here, it's instead of just having a piece of, say, let me go ahead and just take this off and move it around. Instead of just having a regular piece of bent aluminum down here in the spar, it's actually quite a... You can see how thick it is here, right? I'll try and use my finger. You can see actually how thick it is. I didn't bring my torch either, compared to, say, well, even there, even the vertical spar here for the rudder is really, really quite beefy and strong. The aft, like, I mean, look at the size of these brackets here that are holding the rear spar of the elevator. They're just positively massive, and if you compare this to a 172 or even the little cub over here, it's using paper. Like, this thing here is literally, that thing there is almost like paper. What's going on, Virus City? Said I'll give you a shout out today. What's going on? Give me a Valdo's camera view. Now everyone is sick. So everything about this plane is over-engineered and beefy. It's really quite cool. But for those of you guys that tuned in last night, I was talking about the service bulletin here for cracking in the tail. If you remember that, where they're cracking is up in here, up in this little relief in there. And so I'm going to have to get butthole cam out to show you that, but this is why we're actually going to have to take this entire tail off here, which is no mean feat. I think it's actually going to mean, yeah, what are we going to have to do here? What are we going to have to do? We're going to have a good look at that and see how we're going to get the tail off, because I think we're going to have to pull the whole horizontal... yeah, we're going to have to pull the whole rudder off as well. So this whole vertical stabilizer here, it's going to have to come off. The rudder's going to have to come off. The elevator's going to obviously have to come off. And then this whole tail will just be removed so we can get in here and do the repair right here. This is where we're going to be strengthening the thing up. So, and we're going to be doing a repair on the backside where the cracks are, where the elevator attaches. So it should be good. Cool. It should be cool. Do you get fatigue in that skinny little vertical support for the tail? It looks a bit sharp and thin. What part of the vertical support do you mean, Wireline? You mean this part of the vertical support? This here? Is this what you mean? I'll just wait and see if that's what you mean. It's aluminium, but I pronounce it aluminum so people don't get confused. Yeah, I will, but I will be picking the tail up. So yeah, like you're saying, I will be bringing the tail up eventually, but I'm not, because we're going to drag the plane out this weekend, do some engine runs on it. So I'm not going to put it up on a sawhorse yet, but when we do go to pulling the tail off, yeah, I will be doing that. It is going to be a bit of an issue though, because it's quite nose heavy. So if we lift the tail up too far, it'll end up just tipping over, and I don't want that. Awesome, miles ahead. Sweet! Yeah. I haven't seen what Wireline said. Yeah, it seems to be working okay. Are you guys getting buffering or anything like that? Has it been pretty smooth? That's what I'm more interested in knowing is, and what the output's like on your end. So it's only coming at you in 720. So the picture may not be as crisp, but yeah. Is it a U profile aerofan? Yeah, so yeah, this isn't just a straight, so anything that's metal, when it's bent, it gets strength. A nice bend here will add strength. So it's a great big U shape, but what you can't really see is it's doubled up here. You can kind of see that little bit of a lip there. So it's actually doubled up. It's really quite strong. And in fact, when you think about it, what load is the rudder actually going, the vertical stabilizer here, what load is it actually going to get from air, right? I mean, this is the profile that the air's going to see. There's not much load on the vertical, on the stabilizer going that way, right? There's almost none, but where there is load is side load, yeah? Like imagine the aircraft is like this, there's quite a lot of side load, and the strength in this material here is handling loads in this direction. There'd be little to no load like this, right? Like this is all the air's hitting, this tiny little surface here. So all of the load is, all of this material down here is to stop the tail from twisting, as well as from being loaded left and right. So it's ridiculously strong. In fact, if I go ahead and start moving the tail, let me show you the wing. So I don't know if I can hold the camera straight enough, but I'm just using my fingers here like this, and the tail, the rudder isn't moving at all. Like, the vertical stabilizer is going absolutely nowhere, but the entire aircraft is shaking. So this area back here is some of the strongest area around. It's in the aircraft. It's really, really strong. Really, really, really strong. What was the question? The bit you pointed to. Yeah. So I just explained all that. This bit here looks just like this bit here. And you can see how beefy this is. And of course, remember, yeah, like I was saying, I think that pretty much covers it. And this isn't the only spar, right? This isn't the only load bearer. There's another load bearer at the back here. You can't really see it. Let me go ahead and move this out a little bit. We'll drop the stab there. There is another spar. There's another rear spar back here. And this is probably 32 thou, maybe a little bit thicker. It's probably 40 thou thick aluminum. Yeah, it's probably 40 thou thick aluminum here where I'm kind of pointing. It's probably 40 thou thick here. So it's not like there's just one spar holding the entire stabilizer here. There's a spar that's running up like this, and then there's a rear spar running up like this. So it's quite a rigid piece of material, right? It's not going anywhere. Like, again, aeroplane is moving, stabilizer is not. I'm losing tools. So yeah, it's quite a rigid piece of material there. But yeah, this stuff here is thin. Like, this stuff here is maybe 24 thou. This, what you've got here, that's maybe 24 thou, maybe 16 thou. It's pretty thin, but yeah. All right, I'm just going to put the camera up here and see what else we can do while we're hanging out. Let me go throw this back over here. It's just, unfortunately, I think this is just going to be the nature of the beast. This is just how we're going to have to do it. I'm just going to have to disconnect my umbilical cord. Still got more work to do here. What do we got? We're coming up on 3. Yeah, so I've got about 30 more minutes of work we can do here. And I think I'm going to need a number 1 Phillip. So I'm going to have to get on the floor here and crawl around. I'll be right back, guys. We're running the 320. We're running, yeah. Exorbit! Fucking killed it. IO 320 with all the interwebs. I'll be right back. Sweet, I'm back. Fucking real plane. What's going on, Virtual 170? Sorry, I'm standing in front of all the cameras here. I'm going to take there's a little bottom piece on the bottom of the stabilizer. This little guy just down here. I'm going to go ahead and grab that off now as well. I'm borrowing the owner's car, so let me go ahead and roll in front of the camera here. So I'm going to be borrowing the owner's car. And he finishes work at 4:30, so I'm about 45 minutes out. It is a little bit cool, Virtual 170. This is the plan. Hopefully it's going to be really fucking cool when I start on the engine. And we'll be doing the engine tomorrow, so I'll be doing some engine runs. Hopefully I'll be bringing the camera inside the aircraft when we do engine runs. And then when we come back, we're going to... there's only a small handful of things we need to do to get the engine open. And once we got the engine open, it's going to be go, go, go. I've got to do as much as I can while the engine's still hot. So I actually am going to have to do real work there, but I'm hopefully going to have the cameras... I will have the cameras set up. I just may not be able to interact with stream as much when we're going through it. But once the engine's done, and I've got all of the things done that I need, I'm going to go ahead and... yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then once the engine's done, I'll have time. I'll probably have it during the day, maybe an hour or two, to just sit there and point at things on the engine and let you guys ask questions, so yeah. No, yeah, there'll be a stream later. I'd like to do a stream later from home and just get some feedback from you guys if possible. I'd really like that, so... any chance of a head cam? Maybe. See, the problem is I've already got too many cords, and I maybe need help with more tech-savvy people. Let me talk and work. I'm not going to see chat for a while, but the thing that I really need is a wireless headset. The problem is our let me talk this. The problem is The problem is the wireless hotspot hub that I've got. That wireless hub, it's the same frequency range as the wireless headset. So there's all this feedback that's coming through it. So I've had to go for this freaking wired headset here. Plus I've got this camera that is just on a wireless thing. So is on a wired USB extension. So I've got currently 4 cables coming from this desk. One going to this camera, which is tilted wrong. I've got one going to this camera, one going to my headset, an Ethernet cord, and then the power cord. So, but yeah. Aerodrome Streamer Guy. I haven't even seen that. What's Aerodrome Streamer Guy? I don't even know. Oh, this is not going to be fun. This is the fucked part of working on aeroplanes. Especially small ones like this. And yes, I can confirm, the ground is fucking cold. Yeah. Alright. We made it. And, oh, of course the first screw is fucked. That one's going in the bin. And I can't even get a drill in here because the vertical stabilizer is right in the fucking way. So that one's going in the bin. And there's another little inspection panel here I'll take off while I'm down here. Non-heated floor. The ground outside's frozen fucking solid, so the bare concrete under me right now. I probably should have a blanket or more of these kids yoga mats, whatever the fuck they are, under me. But it is what it is. It's gonna be awkward as fuck. Laying down on the job. This is what he means by working, hey? He just gets to fucking lay on the floor. Do some shit with some screws, call it a day and go home. That's not work. Probably right, to be honest. So yeah, like I was saying, we're going to be doing a lot of screw removal. We're going to be screwing a lot. Oh, the puns are free, guys. You came here for aeroplanes, but the puns are free. I'm going to have to fucking roll my way out of here as well. Yeah, so we're going to be undoing lots and lots of shit. Once we've undone all of the shit, hopefully it'll be a little bit more interesting. Well, I don't know. Maybe you guys like seeing me work. I don't know. I don't know. We'll just see how everything goes. I'm gonna have to disconnect. That was the other thing, wireline. I want to go ahead and show you something as well. Or whoever it was asking about the tail wheel here. You're saying, well, it doesn't really look like a strong tail wheel. Would you 3-point the thing? There's another thing I want to show you here, and I'll go ahead and do that in a bit. We'll get our butthole cam to show you that. Let's go ahead and just drop this cam a little. Come on, tripod. Sorry, I'm making everyone sick. Yeah, that's okay. That's alright. But yeah, I'll show you where the strength of the tail wheel comes from as well, so yeah, you'll see it eventually. But anyway, can't see chat. Under aeroplane. Ugh. Fuck, I'm gonna have to pull that off as well. Damn it! You know what the most annoying thing on Earth is when you're working on an aeroplane? Is when you get into a position like this, you're like, sweet, I'm gonna be able to do all the work that I need to do. I'm just gonna take this off, pull the screws out, it's gonna be fantastic. And you look up and you go, I don't have the right fucking tool. And then you have to crawl back out from under the aeroplane, from your potentially comfortable position. Go get the right tool, and then get back into the same position, and you know what? You'll never get back into that first optimum level of comfort. Kind of an annoyance. Hey, it is what it is. Yeah, so I've actually got two other panels here. The autopilot in this thing is directly coupled to the flying trim tab back here, and it's an electronically controlled trim tab. And we're pulling this elevator off. We're going to have to pull the thing out, I think. Am I? I'm going to need to. I don't want to get back down here. We'll pull it anyway. We're going to have to do an inspection on it, so. Alright. Next fillet panel is done. And yeah, look, let's get these rudder connection panels out. We'll go in a little bit deeper. And then I want to show you this this tail wheel. Whoever was asking about doesn't look strong enough. I'll go ahead and show it to you because you only see half of what's happening on the outside of the aircraft. So we'll get butthole cam and send it into the aircraft and give butthole cam a test. I want to make sure it runs okay. We'll see. Oh. One of my favourite pet hates is working above myself. It's always more difficult when you're trying to work like this. You're fighting against gravity. I mean, it doesn't sound like much, but when you got your arms up like this, here I am, I already started bitching and moaning. Where's Nerd Rage? You'll call me out on it. When you're working above your head, it's always the most uncomfortable thing. I don't know how those motor mechanics do it when they're working under. They've got the car way up above them. It's, I don't know, maybe why I never became a motor mechanic. I just hate it. Oh, it doesn't help either. You got gloves on, you got this great big fucking jacket on. I'm actually getting warmer now. I think we've heated the hangar up a little. When I first came in, it was just under 4 degrees. It's like 40 degrees Fahrenheit or something like that. And it's feeling a little bit warmer, but it's probably because I'm actually being active and moving around as well. So there is that. You know what I'll do is I'll be a little bit lazy and I'll just crack these and I'll come back with the drill. They're cracked. At least the drill will be able to handle. Alright, let's get out of here again. I'm just going to disconnect again, guys. You won't hear me for a sec. RIP headphone users.
We lose ourselves in the spirit of things. We lose our sight when we put our trust in things of this material world, of things that fade away. Yet we keep coming back, 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 keep coming
I think someone just said should do a stream goal for a creepy crawly. Those rolly things. I've got one. Well, I don't have one. There's one here in the hangar. I just don't like them. I just don't like them. The wheels on them are always fucking stupid. You try rolling and it just goes. They just have a mind of their own. So you end up just smashing into the side of the plane, or you're like, oh yeah, I want to roll that way. All of a sudden it just starts rolling your head into the plane. I've hurt myself more on a floor rolly than rolling around on the floor. So. And damaged aircraft and all sorts of things like that. Let's just use my leg here to hold the elevator. So this is the access panel to where the electric trim actuator is for the elevator. What else? That's all I got for you down here. Oops. There's one screw down. Let's see where it is. There's only one other panel I'd like to take off, which is that rudder one over there. In fact, it's actually the... Yeah, we're gonna have to pull that off, disconnect it. Alright, I'm just gonna leave one screw in here holding the thing in place. It's actually mounted to the access panel. It's kind of stupid. Oh my god, get in the fucking hole. Yeah, I think it's just hoodie weather now. That'll be fine. Oh, just disconnect to a commando roll away again. Sorry, I keep forgetting to mute it when I pull out the headset, so sorry headphone users. My bad. I got a little mute button on the controller here I should just use. Sorry if I just blew your eardrums out. I thought I complained a lot, trying. It's time to admit you're too old, yeah. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to take this last panel off, then we're going to get our butthole cam, and we'll do our first test of butthole cam, and I'm just going to have to clean up some of these screws down the bottom here. Luckily we got another box ready for that. Ugh. So this other little, it's just a little circular access panel here. I'll go ahead and just show it to you in the camera. All it is just access here to the bottom of the tail, where the elevator control actually is. We'll go ahead. This is all it is here, just a little circular panel here. Could I unmute myself? This is probably where it's going to be bad. I'm going to like fucking mute myself and never unmute myself. Just be talking for hours. You guys are going to be like, what the fuck? Is this guy even talking? Like, no. Screws. Alright. Bring it all out in one. And I'm just going to go and grab butthole cam and we'll go set that up and see what it's like. I'll be right back. Oh, I actually remembered to go ahead and mute it that time. Yeah, oh, you're going to see butthole cam. It's going to be fucking amazing. You're going to love it. Right, let's not ram this into the side of the aircraft. I'm actually really excited to see this cam because I'm really looking forward to using it on the engine. I think it's going to be really, really cool. Alright, that should be okay. I think I'm unmuted. Looks like it. Yeah, I am. Alright, so butthole cam. Do I have the lube cam? That's what we're trying. So here's butthole cam. What a fantastic piece. Oh fuck, I forgot the connection. I'll be right back. Can't sell your butthole cam. Sorry. All the wires. Yeah, so many wires. I don't know. If anyone has any bright ideas how to manage the microphone and stuff like that, I'll be all ears. If anyone has any better way, Take all that shit off the stabilizer. What? Oh, it's fine. It's just a blanket. It's there so I don't scratch it. What we're going to do is, let's see if butthole cam works. I should be able to here. Disconnect this. Don't need the mouse anymore. Let's see if we can hook it up. Let's see. The world premiere of Butthole Cam. What's going on, Small Complicated? How are you? You're not showing your age, McTrying. Oh, it's fine. Yeah, no, all the Whitworth and all of that bullshit I had to deal with. Yeah, the problem is though, I don't think the shotgun. Right now, there's quite a bit of echo in here, right? And I think the shotgun mic will just pick up all that echo, and it's going to make it sound like shit. So I think I think the closest I would get would be something like a lapel microphone or something like that, and that would be probably the best option, I think. Something like a lapel microphone, and go from there. But yeah, we'll see. We will see. Alright, so butthole cam is, I mean, you might have a really deep butthole or something, I don't know, but I made it really long like this so we can put it in cool places, like people's butts. No, I'm kidding. But let's go ahead and turn it on. I even named it butthole cam. So we'll go ahead and plug that in, and of course I don't have use of my mouse now. So I think it was... I think I put it in as this. Let's just add a new one. Video capture device. Create new butthole. Let's see. I don't know what one it is. I think it's this one. It's not happy at the moment. Well, the light's on. But I don't think I've got any cam action going on. It doesn't have a microphone, no. Let's go here. Why am I not getting butthole cam? It worked fine. Maybe it's because we're on USB 2. That probably is it. Alright, let me... We're gonna have to fuck with the cameras here for a while. As I want to make sure this works. So just stand by for a second. I'm gonna disconnect the audio. Alright, we should... So it looks like you've lost desktop audio. That's alright, we can fix this. Alright, there we go. Now you guys have got sound back again. Yeah, I would imagine industrial turbines are not well looked after. Not well looked after machines. Alright, let's see if we can get this butthole cam working. Oh! I think we got it! Maybe. It went away. thought I saw it pop up. Damn it. Oh yeah, there it is. I see you. Butthole cam hype! Let's go there and let's like move it down so it's there. Let's just see. Can I turn up the intensity of the light? I think I can. Oh, let's send it in! Oh, I'm so excited! Let's actually make it bigger. Go ahead and move me down here a little bit. That should be fine. Yeah, Boeing just being Boeing. Let's see. Who's a butthole cam? Here's the brightness of the lights. We'll turn that up quite a ways. Let's see. Oh, that's fucking wonderful. Can I... Oh, that's so cool. Alright, so why don't we have a little look at the stuff that we got to look at. So where we're looking for these cracks is actually right up here, in this little relief in there. Where it's cracking is right up in that little hole there. You can see my hand shaking a little bit. So we're going to be reinforcing that little area in there. And we're going to be doing the same over on this corner. As soon as I can get it pointing in the right direction. Yeah, we can see there, we don't have any cracks. Actually, it looks like there's a little bit of stress there. Wish I could screenshot that. I can't actually see. From where the rivet is there, going up into that radius there. Just give me I'm going to actually have to make that full screen. See if I can actually use this as a tool. Sorry, guys. That right there. That's definitely a stress razor. See that line there, just emanating from the rivet there upwards. Right there. It doesn't look like it's popped through the paint yet. It could just be a tooling. It could just be a tooling thing, but that's definitely a stress razor. Right there. Typically what you'll see where the cracks are is, I don't think it's a crack, I think it's probably when the aircraft was manufactured. Is typically what you'll see is the paint will actually start splitting. But yeah, what we're seeing there is, I think, because these are built by non-skilled mechanics or non-certified, typically they always are, but what that means, it just looks like a tooling issue, because if it was a crack, we would see a break in the paint, and I can't see a break in the paint. But it's a stress, what I call it is a stress riser. What that means is that somewhere where it may start to crack, and it's a little bit different to deal with, but yeah. Well, this is the area that we're actually expecting to be doing these repairs anyway. So once we get in here, we'll be able to have a good look in there. It just looks ugly. It just looks ugly, but yeah, it's not. I can probably actually feel it. No, I can't get my finger in there. It's definitely part of the metal though. This is the other place that's meant to be cracking, is Down here. I got nothing there. We'll have a good look at it later. Let's have a look at the other side. Yeah, it honestly just looks like bad riveting. Honestly, just looks like bad riveting. It honestly just looks like bad riveting. Does look ugly though, but we'll go in there and we'll have a look at it because that's what we're going to be repairing a little bit later anyway. Oops. So a little bit of luck, this is what we're going to be doing to inspect the aircraft. Anyway, let's have a look down in the tail here, and I'll show you what I mean by... Sorry, I'll cover the camera whenever I'm moving around crazily so you don't get sick. Someone was asking about the tail wheel, and it's quite interesting to have a look at because it's strong as fuck. The tail wheel down here, we'll be able to... If I get the camera orientated correctly. So there, that's what we're looking at. Sorry guys. So this tube that you can kind of see, we're kind of working upside down, so I'll rotate the camera where this is up, this is down, so I can feel the fucking thing. I'm going to have to put something on this camera so I can tell what the orientation is, because I actually have no way of telling what is up with the camera. So this first tube that you see here, this great big tube that's running down the back of the tail there, you see it runs all the way down the back. This is actually the elevator torque tube. So if I go ahead and move the elevator, you can just see right up the back there, it is moving around. There we go. So those two bars, those red bars that you see going to the left, they're actually what connect directly to the elevator. And this tube here, it's a great big torque tube, and it runs all the way back up to the front of the aircraft where the pilots are controlling. And if we can get a view down here of the tail wheel mount, that would be wonderful. See the fucking thing. If you're wondering where the rudders are, here's the rudder cables. Sorry guys. Here are where the rudder cables go. They're running down. Sorry, I keep bumping the microphone as I look over my shoulder. Here. So what you're looking at here, if I can get this camera in the right spot. Yeah, right there. So we're looking at the rudder cable there. You can see it's running through a P-clamp. We're going to do some real good inspections here on the control column, the control cables here. So this is the right-hand side of the aircraft. If I go ahead and look over on the left-hand side, there you go. You can see the other rudder cable there running up into the bulkhead that's just here. Yeah, in fact, it looks like that's where it actually exits the aircraft. It probably is. If we get our hands down here into the next one down, we should be able to have a look around. Look for where this rudder cable exits. Yeah. This is where the rudder cable exits. You can get the thing pointing in the right spot. There it is there. So this is where the rudder cable exits the aircraft and actually pops out the side of the plane. Here. That's it, right there. Not the world's best camera for showing this stuff, but... Oh well, I'm learning how to use it as we go, trying not to make you guys sick and everything, but... yeah. I think I'll probably put it in a smaller camera thing and see how it goes. I really wanted to be able to show you this torque tube from the tail wheel. We'll see. You need a thing called a Certificate 4 in Aviation Engineering, Tactical T-Rex. There's a company called Aviation Australia that do it in Brisbane, but if you search for a Certificate 4 in Aviation Australia, that's what you want to see. So yeah, if you're in Australia, you want to know what it is. It's a Certificate 4 in commercial. Certificate 4 in aviation engineering, and they give you one for structural. They give you one for structural engineering, and then you have to do a separate one for mechanical, or you can get mechanical and structural done together. Avionics is a completely different thing in Australia. We're over here in Canada. Certified engineers or licensed engineers can sign off avionics work, limited avionics work, but still sign it off. But yeah, and they're a year-long course plus an apprenticeship. T-Rex. It's 20 past 3. Yeah, I'll probably start thinking about signing up here, and we'll head home. I've got to get the car. Thanks for that. I had no idea what the time was. Is there anything else you guys want to see just before we before I go ahead and run off? Anything else you want to see? This is actually pretty cool. It's just I'm gonna have to learn how to use this camera. Like I said, I'm gonna have to put like an index on it or something so I can figure out how to use the fucking thing and see where we're pointing the thing. So that should be good fun. But I guess butthole cam works okay. It's going to do the job. I don't think it's going to be perfect. So I think having it as full screen is probably going to be a little bit too, what's the word, invasive. But yeah. Let's just get rid of butthole cam. I got the world's longest cord as well, so I could be away from the computer, make things a little bit better. But yeah, I'll put butthole cam in there. We'll move this up. Move that back up here. All right. 6-9er, what's next tomorrow? Yeah, so tomorrow we are going to drag the thing out of the hangar, do an engine run-up, and do all engine stuff. So with a bit of luck, we'll be here fairly early in the morning. It's not going to be good for any of the West Coast guys. Yeah, I'll go ahead and show you the cockpit here, and I won't turn the avionics on just because it's going to be hard to start it tomorrow. So I'll show you the cockpit before we go, but yeah, so tomorrow will be all engine stuff. It's probably a bit of a shame that it's happened so early in the process, but the engine's what I got to start with, and then the airframe will dev everything else. Which camera? This one, or the other one? Which camera? I'll show you the Cub. The poor Cub's in a. I don't think it's flown in a long time. The poor little guy. But it's going to be hard to show you around because everything is tied to the machine here. So we'll see. Butt cam. Oh, butt cam. Yeah, I don't think I can actually change the focal length. I didn't look in OBS. Maybe I can change the focal length in OBS. We'll just see. But yeah, why don't I go ahead and I'll just put the camera inside the cockpit here and show you what it's like on the inside. Why not? Why the hell not? And yeah, so I will stream a little bit later. Tonight we'll do the flight sim stuff tonight, and I'll get a bit of feedback from you guys if that's okay. And let me know if you liked it, didn't like it, if I should do things differently. Let me know. But this headset thing, it's going to work okay for the time being, I think. But it'll work okay on the engine because the engine I'm going to be on a chair, and I'm not going to need to move very far. But I've kind of got the Michael Jackson thing going on right now with one glove and the other one empty. But, yeah. Alright, you guys all seem to be just sitting there. Perfect. Thanks for trying. Let's just show you the cockpit here briefly. Well, tomorrow when we do the engine run, what my dream is hopefully my laptop is on the way out. It's fucking dying. I'm hoping the battery in the laptop is going to be enough that I can start the aircraft up and do an engine run with a headset. So I've got the connection to go from an aircraft headset to the computer, and that's what I'm hoping, is that we can jump into the aircraft, I can talk you through a start, do everything, and you'll be able to sit there and be with me live. So, catch you later, Azure to you. It's good hanging around. Mechie nerd, exactly. Yeah, like, I'm not doing this to... I'm going to be doing this, and I think you guys would be interested in seeing it. So, and girls, of course. So let's. Do I need to? I don't know if the canopy's unlocked. So we'll go ahead and just move some things around, and I'll go ahead and show you Das Cockpit. You just give me a little bit here. We'll get it started up. And by started up, I mean open the canopy here. Oh yeah, she's not locked. Perfect. What do I want to do? Do I just want to have the camera in there? Oh, fuck it, why not? Let's just try it. So this will actually give me a quick run for tomorrow, because the plan is to, I don't know, I can either mount the camera in there with the GoPro mounts, but it's just an awkward spot to have the thing on GoPro mount. So what I'm planning is just using the tripod here and just having it sitting beside me. But let's jam it in and see what it's like. We'll see if this will work. I could probably even strap the fucking camera in, but we'll see. How's that? There we go. There we go. Here's a cockpit. I'll just move this so I can see it. I'll jump in and why don't I'll jump in and point some things out. I'll grab the iPad as well so I can see your questions. I'm running the iPad that you guys donated so I can actually read chat. So I wish I could show you. There's got a tripod in here sitting in the aeroplane, but close enough. Let's put the iPad there, and I'll just disconnect, and I'll jump into the cockpit, and we'll see if this works out.
Told you to walk away. That was my first and last mistake. I'm blue without your face. But what can I do? 'Cause I'm just a sinking ship, and you're just a pair of lips that I've lost in the moment. All I want is for you to come back. Now I'm caught in the middle of life, and I need you to survive.
Sorry, I had everything muted there. I was just saying how I make the plane look small. Now, it is a small aircraft, and undoubtedly it's not the world's largest thing. But if I go ahead and give you a standard selfie, you'll see what I mean. Like, I'm a big dude. I'm like, fuck. I'm like 6 foot, 2, something like that. And I had to remove this cushion to actually fit into the plane here. When I close the canopy, my headset will actually be against the canopy. So I think next time I fly the thing, I'll actually fly it without this other seat in. It's much more comfortable. But yeah, I am actually going to turn the thing on. I need to actually do a battery check to see if I should charge it overnight before I try and start it tomorrow. So why not? You guys can hear me now, right? Saved! Valdudes is here. What's going on, my friend? How's your day going? So let me... Is this camera? Oh, it's fucked. So, just before I take up all of the electrons that's left inside the cockpit, it's a really, really well set up cockpit. The guy that designed the cockpit is chief test pilot for the National Research Council of Canada. So everything is laid out in a really, really nice, thought out fashion where you can just see how neat it is where we have ancillary stuff on the right hand side, everything pertinent to flying the aircraft on the left, and it works quite simply where you got the magneto switches are over here. This aircraft has an electronic ignition. We'll be going over that tomorrow. Fuel boost pump here, batteries here, avionics switches, alternator. It does actually have a standby alternator as well. This servo power switch here is for the autopilot. We'll go over this when we're waiting for the the engine to warm up tomorrow. And it's a constant speed prop, so we got throttle, prop, mixture. You can see them all across here. So we'll be going over tomorrow when we're in the aircraft. Prop pitch, throttle, mixture, how the three work together. And what else have we got? Well, we got two Dynon D100 displays here. Maybe I'll talk about those while we're waiting for the engine to warm up again. And both of those are coupled with the Garmin GNS. This is called the GPS 400. It's basically the experimental version of a GNS 430, just like we would have in X-Plane. Under that is COM1, COM2, and below that down here is transponder. This is a transponder in the third one down. Other than that, flap lever is just this little guy here. It's obviously this little flap, and you can see it's actually shaped like a flap. And the control sticks are fucking great. I'll go ahead and show you on this one here. I think you can see it okay. It's got... the way he designed the sticks is great. So he's got trim up, trim down in the thumb thing there, but he can also quick switch between COM1, COM2, and quick switch between active and standby. So he can have a frequency tuned in, be flying one hand on the stick, other hand controlling the radios here. He can go ahead. Hey Tim Rodeo, what's going on? It's an IO320 Delta 1 Alpha. Well, basically, it's actually a Titan engine, but you get the idea. So you can go ahead and tune the radio here, have it ready to go, be hands on stick, hands on throttle, and be able to change between active standby, COM1, COM2. It's really well thought out. In fact, even there's an ident button there. He has this thing set out to be fully IFR capable, and so picking up IFR climbing out here of Ottawa, get told to squawk ident. Don't need to fumble around here on the radio. Squawk ident, all he has to do is thumb switch it. Press the thumb switch and away we go. Autopilot disconnect is also there. Autopilot disconnect is that little switch there. It's a really, really, really well thought out cockpit for quite a simple little aircraft. And of course, there's a trigger at the front, and the trigger is obviously for the guns. No, it's for push to talk, and there's a standby push to talk button. You can't really see it, but it's kind of hidden over here on the left. stand by everything. That's why there's 2 screens here. But why don't we go ahead and turn them on, and I'll see how much power this thing's got, and hopefully we'll be able to start the thing tomorrow. So we'll go ahead, turn the battery on, then we'll go ahead and make sure, what do we always do in an aircraft? We're going to be doing like this. Always turn off the ignition switches, of course. Yeah, this is basically a GT, I think it's the 200 series. No, this is Com 1, that's Com 2. No, I think he's actually using the transponder out of the Dynons. If I remember rightly, I think he's actually using the transponder out of the Dynons. They got a little unit. So yeah, sorry, this is Com 1, that's Com 2, and yeah, I'm pretty sure it's transponder in the actual Dynons. So let's go ahead and turn on the avionics here, and yeah, Com 1, Com 2, we'll see if these displays warm up. There we go. Hopefully you guys can see that beautiful little Dynon things. No pinky modifier switch. Oh, this is a one-off customer design setup. Yeah, well, the guy that designed this cockpit, he owns the aeroplane. So he sat there, designed the cockpit, and then sent it over Linux, anyone? And went ahead and designed the cockpit and got it all up and running. So tomorrow, what I'd like to do now is actually see if I can use the camera here to pick up the screens. I don't... Oh, fuck, sorry, guys. I just don't know if we're going to be able to see the screens. Looks a little bit too bright. Let me just... Maybe it needs to be off to the side. Yeah, it looks like if I put it off to the side, it's okay. You can kind of see them. So maybe... Yeah. Why don't I go and just put this here on my lap? Oh, fuck it, I'll just hold the camera. This is just getting really awkward. Can someone tell me the time as well? It's 3:30, we'll be okay. So yeah, here's the Dynon display. What I can see is I've got 11.7 volts remaining. We'll go ahead and just cancel all of these information here. So this thing is a full Dynon. It has it's a D100, I want to say. I can have it, so it's just what's this caution? Battery test needed, whatever. What I can do here is completely change the screens and just turn it over here to a complete primary flight display, or I can go ahead and bring up the engine stuff, or I can go ahead and put the map overlay there, of course. The nav database is out, of course. This actually has full synthetic vision as well. Like, this little thing here has full synthetic vision, and these displays are really on the cheaper end. This is, I believe, a 7-inch. I don't think it's a 10-inch. Yeah, I think it's just 7. But a full synthetic display when you're flying, it's absolutely wonderful. Absolutely fantastic. But what I was looking at here is this is the engine page. So I can just see all of the engine instruments. So I can actually, they're completely separate. So this screen here, I can display whatever the hell I want. If I wanted, I could just display the EMS page and get rid of the PFD. And then on this screen, I could have map and primary flight display. They're completely separate. There you go. And then the engine display here. So absolutely great. So what I actually here is just checking the voltage here. We've got 11.9, so we're probably going to need a jump start. We're only going to have one go of starting the thing tomorrow. It's probably a little bit low. It's a little bit cold in here as well, but it would be nice to trickle charge the battery overnight. So I might go ahead and see if I can do that. But yeah. Anyway, 3:39 in Ottawa. Thanks, guys. Yep, so there you go. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the avionics so we don't take any more amps out of the thing. These screens actually have their own internal battery as well. It's telling me here that it's going to shut down in 25 seconds. So even if you lose all electronics of the aircraft, the screens have their own little battery. Thank you for the follow, whoever you are, kind friend. I can't see who you are, so sorry. Yeah, so go ahead, turn off the battery, make sure the ignition is off here, and there you go. You got a little bit of a cockpit tour, pre-cockpit tour before tomorrow. I'm gonna have to figure out how to we're going to stream this, because I'm gonna have to have a laptop here beside me. I think this is, yeah. Well, I've actually got a camera mount here that I was using to record the screen. So, can I buy this setup on Gear Bubble? I think I'm actually, yeah, I've got a camera mount here to record this screen. So I'll use this camera mount here with the SJ cam I've got. It'll record that, and then I'll just have a regular camera here showing the cockpit out the front. I think that'll work. I think that'll work well. Yeah, that'll be fine. Thank you for the follow as well. There's another follow. Thanks, guys. Study level sim. This is easily study level. Easy. Okay, so I'm going to jump out. I'll jump in front of the camera, sign off, and we'll be back tomorrow for some aeroplaning type things. That should be good fun. I think this is going to work out okay. Perfect. Just make sure the fuel's still off. Confirm the battery is off, and it is. I'm going to cut from my umbilical cord here. I'll mute it, and I'll be right back. Yo, what's going on, Ryan? How are you, man?
It's the first time of today. To dream, believe. You are the strength, you're all I need. Oh, gonna give it a shot. Only one of me to shield you all from the enemy. You're a superhero. You're a superhero. Can I be your superhero? Superhero. 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 Can I be your superhero?
There was a time when you had me falling to the ground like a king without
Wayne! It is your birthday. Happy birthday, mate, and happy Australia Day. Pokemon Livery Riot. Happy birthday, Wayne. Hope you have a good birthday, mate. Hope you have a good birthday. I'll be streaming a little later, Wayne, so I'll catch up with you then. So there you go, guys. I'll be home in probably, I'd like to say, probably 2 hours or so. Yeah, everyone, happy birthday to Wayne. Good on you, Wayne. Thanks for hanging out on your birthday, man. That's fucking awesome. My boyfriend always drags me to these things. The aeroplanes or the hangars, Beats 191. No, I was saying I think it's getting warmer in here. It's not. It's now below 4 degrees. What is that in potato language? 39 degrees Fahrenheit is what we're currently working with in here. So it looks like I've got a couple of donations as well. Holy crap. I'm so sorry, donators. I am the world's worst streamer. Holy crap. Thanks, guys. Who else did we get? I didn't get any of the notifications. I don't want to go to bed. Hey, I'm really enjoying the stream. Could you... why didn't the push to talk thing work? What was this? This is awesome. Hope to see more like this, Ori. Could you possibly give a shout out to my friend Andrew? He loves this stuff and he's going to take flying lessons this summer. I don't want to go to bed. I'm so sorry I missed your donation before there. How long ago was it? 10 minutes ago. I don't want to go to bed. Andrew! Welcome to the stream if you're there. Big shout out to Andrew. Thank you. Hope you Hope you enjoyed the stream about the airplane. We'll be back tomorrow, so I'm really sorry I missed it. But roll it out of the hangar. No, we can't. It's snowy as fuck outside, so we'll be doing that tomorrow. So Andrew, sorry there. I don't want to go to bed. I didn't hear anything. Zeroy, this is awesome. Hope you see more like this. That's the plan. That is the plan. What we're going to try and do. So yeah. That's going to be the plan. We'll move forward. We'll do the engine stuff tomorrow. It's probably going to be mostly engine stuff over the next few days. That's probably, and by probably I mean it's going to be the plan. It's going to have to be the plan, is all engine stuff. I feel old already. It's going to be all engine stuff over the next few days, which should be good. What plane licenses do I have? A commercial license. R3D Invader. Yeah, so that's it. We'll pull the thing apart and make some airplane noises tomorrow. And I got to remember to bring the super duper connector thing, and that should be it. I even have adapters actually. I could probably even run it. Same time, it'll be earlier. So the time we started today was late because I had to buy all these cables and stuff. So tomorrow it's going to be earlier. So it's probably going to be around, I want to say probably 9 or 10 o'clock Eastern time. It was going to be early in the morning for all of you West Coasters, but feel sorry for you guys. You're going to miss the engine run. I'm going to try and record it. I'm going to try and record it. Now I'm getting the sounds. I'm so confused. Thank you for the follow there, R3 Invader. Appreciate it. Is it my plane? No, it's not. I'm just working on it for a friend. So, yeah. Well, actually, he should be here tomorrow. He should actually be here tomorrow. So, I think I'll actually talk to him when I drop. I'm borrowing his car to get out here, so I'll talk to him tomorrow and see. Because if I'm just doing the engine tomorrow, he might actually just go to work or do something else or something. We'll see. I'm gonna have to go to bed earlier. I know. Sorry, Ryan. It will be recorded. I'm gonna record it, probably edit it as well as do some other things. But anyway, I really have to go. I gotta go drop the car off, and he finishes work at 4:30, and I'm gonna be late. So I'll leave you guys to it. What is it? I've been going here for just about 2 hours, so I'll be bring the polish. This thing's going to be down for weeks. McTrying. So there's going to be lots of fingerprints all over it. It's going to be a dirty, dirty little girl after a while. So, yeah, I got to run, guys. So I'm going to sign off here. I'll strap it to your hands. I can get a chest mount camera. I could do that. I could put a head camera or chest mount, either or. So many streams, thanks DVA4695. Yeah, DVA4695 just followed last night, so DVA4695, thank you if you gave a shout out to everyone to come on over and check it out. I appreciate it, DVA. That was awesome, thanks man. Yeah, thanks for dropping by, Beats191. So yeah, we'll be starting early tomorrow, making aeroplane noise, and yeah, so this was just the test stream. So hopefully, I'm used to streaming for 8 hours, so that's what we're going to try and do. We'll bring some more cameras. Well, I've actually got 4 cameras here, but I don't have enough room for them all, so. I'll be streaming again in about an hour or 2 hours, and we'll do a debrief. Talk if you liked it, talk what you didn't like, and we'll go from there. Yeah, I emailed them today, Jack. So anyway, I'll sit here talk all night. We'll talk all night while we're flying airplanes a little later. So I'll sign off here. I'll be back later. Hope you guys enjoyed, and see you soon. Take care.